What's up, guys? Your girl Kay, and I'm back with another video. Listen, I'm outside at a conference. I had to come to a conference today in Connecticut, and I've been trying to talk to y'all all day, but there has never been the right moment because it's just been going and going and going. And actually, it's been going so much that I feel dizzy right now, and I probably need to go lay down for a little bit because I think I'm just tired. But for whatever reason, I feel a little dizzy and lightheaded. But yeah, I am currently about to check in my hotel. I stopped really quick to get gas. I was here all day at the conference, and then now we have a little break, so I stopped to get gas, and then I realized they have a car wash, so I'm doing that at the same time. And then I'm gonna go to the room and lay down for a little bit and then get back up to shower and get dressed and stuff like that. How y'all feeling? I hope y'all okay. Thanks for showing my love in my last video. You know how that go. Your girl been trying to stay up and active. Yo, I really wanted to tell y'all something though. So my hands have been doing this thing lately still, and it's really freaking me out. I'm gonna schedule a doctor's appointment ASAP though. Tell me to do some more blood work and just like really just like, I don't know. I'm lightheaded, my hands freaking me out. Actually, I see a doctor's office right here called DL New Haven Health. I'm about to go up in there, man, because I feel lightheaded. One thing about me, I can't take me nowhere because one thing about me, I'm gonna run to the urgent care or the hospital if I need to, because I just start questioning stuff and I'll be afraid to like pass out or something about myself. But yeah, guys, I'm in Connecticut. This is the first time I came to Connecticut and really thought about like, dang, it's not a bad place to live. But then again, I'm also in the tourist area, so that's probably why I feel like that, because any other time I have been to Connecticut, it's been very wacky, very vintagey. It wasn't what I thought it would be. So yeah, shout out to the people that I seen at the summit too, that shouted me out, shouted my girl out. Shout out to y'all. We love y'all too. But yeah, I'm next to the highway right now, chilling. By the time this vlog go up, I'll probably be back home. But I'm in Connecticut. I guess this is called New Haven. So yeah, guys, I wanted to also just come on here, and this is probably gonna be a talking vlog straight through, because I wanted to share with y'all a little bit of motivation. And inspire y'all just like I feel inspired or whatever. Some of the things that I've just took in and absorbed these last few hours have been very motivational, and it spoke to like the things that I'm currently going through in life in terms of like being still and in terms of taking care of me. And one thing that resonated with me is that when you're a giver, it's hard for you to pour into yourself the same way you pour into other people. And so one of the things that I've learned is the idea of sacrifice to renew. And as much as you pour into the sacrifice, you have to pour in just as more of that to renew and restore. And so if you just work 7 days a week and you see a cheap flight or something like that, don't think too hard about that flight, because you didn't think too hard about working 7 days a week. So book that flight and do what you need to do. And don't think about the money. The money will come back in return. That thing that you will go do that you thinking too hard about not doing to self-care for yourself is something that will put you in more distress than just taking that trip, self-caring, coming back 10 times harder and going 10 times harder. And so for me, I'm a doer and I'm a giver, and I can always explain to people what they need to do to self-care, but I can never take my own advice. And I thought that I was the only one for a while until I got in front of a lot of much more experienced people in the mental health field, and they have really been feeling the same. And so one thing that they told us to do that they also have to practice is having that thing, that check-in, that self-care check-in, that daily check-in, and being in tune with themselves and just stopping for a moment and being present in the moment. And it doesn't necessarily mean to meditate, but just to check in with yourself. Think about how you're breathing, think about how you're feeling in that moment, and think about what you need to do to remedy that. And that was something that I always can tell people, and I never took that advice. And I guess I never took that advice because I wasn't around people who were in my field, who were expertise in my field. And I think just hearing people who are in my field and that are experts in this field say that they face those same battles, it made me motivated to know, like, if they are facing this same battle and they can do it, I can do it. And so that's a piece of advice that I'm just trying to tell myself or whatever, because I'm drained, y'all. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out in a lot of ways, and I don't talk about it because the idea of struggle and the idea of talking about struggle is so surreal. And especially from the background that I come from, like my mom and my dad are hard workers for real. Like, they might not have graduated high school. They might not have, the school thing may not have been something of their nature, but they have always been hustlers and hard workers. And, like, they will do and do and do and do and do and forget to sit down. And so, like me, I have adapted that same mindset. And adaptation and conditioning is not something that you can easily get away from. And so because of that, I can't just wake up and I can wake up and say, like, I don't want to be a doer today. I want to chill. But when you're conditioned to do something, it's not as easy. It's easier said than done. And I know y'all heard that term a lot before. It's way easier said than done. And so I'm trying to remind myself, without my body reminding me, to just sit and relax. And like, one other thing that I learned that a lot of people go through as well is that when you sit and relax, your mind just keep going and going and going. And if you never let your mind go, you will never be able to tackle those things that your mind is dwelling on and pondering. And so my message to you today is to be still. Normally I come in a message and I say, fight for what you want, go after that thing, go after that dream, don't sit there, work. My message to you today is not just self-care, but to do absolutely nothing. Pick a day, even if it's 30 minutes out of one day, to sit and do nothing, and you'll be surprised. Like, and nothing in this day and age is not, I don't mean nothing by saying sit and pick up that phone and scroll. I don't mean nothing by saying, like, sit and watch the kids run back and forth to the house. I mean absolutely nothing. It's a good practice for kids too. Like, sometimes kids are moving so much until they fall out sleep that they never have a moment to do nothing and just be in tune. Like, sit down, turn off everything and sit in silence and just ask them, like, pay attention to your breathing right now. Like, are you breathing right now? How often are you breathing? What do your heartbeat feel like? What does it sound like? You can even make it into a fun game, especially if you got little ones. Like, do you hear your heart? Do you feel your heart? Can you feel how many fingers you have right now? Do you feel what's going on? Or playing something soothing for your kids too, like the beach sounds. And it's gonna be silly, but you can tell them, like, let's see who can sit here the longest and just listen to the ocean. And a lot of times it's hard, and it's hard because we don't normalize it in our community. We normalize making them kids play until they can't play no more because we want them to sleep through the night. We normalize, like, keeping them so busy that they burnt out and that when they get home, they don't bother us. And so that teaches us, because we were that same way as adults, to not be still. And so I'm sorry I don't want to come on here with a video that's like talking and stuff like that. But honestly, guys, the reason why I don't post often, because y'all tell me to post stuff that I'm passionate about, and the stuff that I'm passionate about, I feel like nobody's gonna like. I'm really passionate about mental health in youth, mental health in children. And so I feel like because that's boring to our society, I don't post about it. But I think that I'm coming to terms with that's my area of expertise. That's something that I'm good at. That's something that I'm passionate about. That's something that I love. And I keep trying to tap into things that I'm not good at, just for the sake of people wanting to hear it and having a crowd. And so I think I'm gonna start getting more in tune of just coming on here, and whether or not people listen, just getting it out to somebody. Because honestly, this message will come across to somebody who need it, and that's all that matters the most. But I'm gonna hit y'all back. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all having a good day. I hope y'all gonna go into the weekend with a positive mindset and remembering that you should just do nothing for a few minutes, a few seconds, whatever that means to you, and just be in tune with yourself. And I want y'all to stay blessed, man. I want y'all to really keep pushing the narrative of let's do nothing for a moment. And let me tell you something. This is the message to the educators that follow me. Stop. Let's normalize not calling our children lazy when they're doing absolutely nothing. Because then you guys are conditioning them to believe that they have to always be doing something, and to not do something means that they're lazy. A lot of times our youth especially are pushed academically. They're pushed to be busy. They push to join sports. They're pushed to be great because you want them to be great, especially as parents. You want them to be great. You want them to pass them tests. You want them to be basketball players, football players, lawyers, doctors, and all of the above. Their brain is constantly working. And when they don't want to do anything at all, you call them lazy. And it's like, you got to find balance. It's okay to do nothing without being considered lazy. It's okay to take a moment as long as you have structure and balance. And so that's my message I'm leaving with you educators, you parents, and everybody today. I love y'all. Like always, give us a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, K-Squad.